Hi, my people. Welcome, welcome, welcome to my newest psychic reading. Today, we're going to be doing a reading on none other than the queen herself, Beyonce. And we're going to see what the spirits have to say about Beyonce. All right. Thank you all so much for being here. I'm Lamarr Townsend. If you're new to my channel, I'm a psychic, a tarot reader, an astrologer, and a medium. If you would like your own reading from me, I am available. You can visit my website, lamartownsendtarot.com. This is the best place to reach me. Once you've reached this page, you know you're on the right page. You can scroll down and read reviews from people who have purchased readings from me. You can also follow me down here on Instagram and Facebook if you'd like to keep in touch. And if you would like your own reading, of course, go right to the store section. This is where you would go to view all the rates, services, products, classes, candles, and different types of things I do offer. And I do offer quite a lot. There's quite a few options. I do offer phone readings, birth chart readings, video recorded readings, email readings, mediumship readings, past life readings, astrology reading, or I said that astrology readings, compatibility astrology readings, candles, custom candles, protection candles, love candles. I also do dream interpretation readings, spiritual development classes, tarot classes, astrology classes, and so much more. So if you'd be interested in any of those things, then definitely check out my website, lamartownsendtarot.com. And please make sure you like, share, and subscribe, by the way. Are my lights dimmer than usual? Let me see. Okay, yeah, I thought so. I was like, something seems a little off with the lighting. I couldn't figure out what it was. Although that wasn't that bad. I kind of like that vibe. It just looks a little bit darker. Not bad, but I think I like it brighter. All right, so we're gonna go with the bright vibe. All right, you guys. So I'm here to do a reading on Beyonce and see what's going on with her. I haven't done a reading on Beyonce in quite a while. Me and fellow psychic Tracy Brown on YouTube talked about Beyonce, but we didn't do a reading. So I want to do a reading. People have been noticing that there's something kind of off with Beyonce, and no one can quite put their finger on it. Now we know Beyonce's getting older. We know that she can't, pop, kick, backflip, and twerk like she used to. But there's almost like still an expectation or level of energy that we expect from Beyonce and that we, expect from her performances. Now, she also did have several kids. I did also hear something where she allegedly had some sort of knee surgery or foot surgery. So she's got a couple things going on. So, but she's still performing, well. It's not like it's so bad people are walking out. There's just something off. And I remember telling Tracy when we were on talking about it. I remember seeing Beyonce back at the Mrs. Carter World Tour back in like 2013, 2014, and I remember leaving that concert and feeling like something was off. It was a good concert, but something just felt off. I didn't know if she was tired that night or if she was just kind of like wanting to like going through the motions or just kind of wanting to like get it over with or something like that. But it was a good performance, but there wasn't that fire. And then I saw her back when she was with Destiny's Child back in 2000, 20 years ago, and I would say that was the best version of Beyonce I personally have ever seen live when she was with Destiny's Child back in 2000. Now that's a caveat. That's not to say anything bad about Beyonce. I like Beyonce, but I'm just from my personal experiences and the vibes I get, from the performances I've seen her live, being in the same room as her, kind of thing. So let's go ahead and see what I pick up around Beyonce. Thank you, Spirit, for opening up the channel so that I can connect with the energy of what's going on with Beyonce. Thank you for providing clarity and insight. Thank you for protecting my energy, my thoughts, my mind, and my emotions. Thank you for protecting the energies, thoughts, minds, and emotions of those watching this video. Amen, amen, amen. All right, let's go ahead and see what I pick up around Beyonce. What's going on with Beyonce? The first thing I get is I feel like there were certain things about the Renaissance tour that she wanted to bring to fruition or that she wanted to have as part of the symbology or the elements or the aesthetic, but I feel like maybe it wasn't approved or there's something where like I feel like it's even though we have this assumption that Beyonce has the final approval, I do feel like and I feel like it's portrayed that way. By the way, I literally just got that it's portrayed that way. There's someone I feel like above Beyonce who may have the final approval. This could be her manager. This could be someone maybe she trusts, or this could be someone who is literally like, I don't know what her whole thing is now if she's, still on a major label. I think she still is. It could be someone on a major label or someone once again just higher above her, either in control of her brand, her management, her performances, her live performances, or her touring. Because I know with touring, there's a whole like, artists have touring managers, touring assistants, touring this, touring that, people specifically for tours, especially at this level of Beyonce. So I feel like there's something where while she may have had final approval to a degree, someone else had final approval, I feel like, above her with this tour. Once again, whether she granted them final approval or whether that's just how the hierarchy works of where Beyonce is right now in her career. I feel like there's some because I don't know why I'm seeing like eyes, like almost like an eye. It looks almost like an evil eye, but there's something about the lashes that are very pronounced. So I don't know if that's something she's still kind of included, but I feel like that was like there's something that was meant to be a big like kind of there's something where this tour was meant to was it's toned down from what it was meant to be. I feel like it was meant to be more flashy, more like technology, more animatronics, more like weird little things. But even the eye, like reminds me of like a Miley Cyrus, like when she had that Bangers tour era, when she was acting wild and crazy, back in like the 2010s, so it's like I don't know if they axed it because it was like it's too Miley Cyrus, it's too bangers, it's too, or if it's just like it's not Beyonce. Like I feel like there's something where I feel like in a lot of ways she wanted this specific, not just tour, but this specific era of Renaissance to be something more or bigger than it was. But once again, it's like it's almost the energy I get is that she was shot down at every turn, kind of thing. I feel like there's also been a lot of behind the scenes drama with this album as well, or with this I don't think with this tour, just with this album in this era. And Beyonce's a Virgo, so she's not going to show you all that goes into the final product. She's not going to show you all that goes into the final product, whether it's the good or the bad. You know what I'm saying? She's not going to show you all of her secrets or all of the mystery. She understands that, like keeping the mystery of things. Like, if they see behind the curtain of how it all works, then it takes away the mystery, the allure, part of what is Beyonce. Um, but I feel like there was a lot of behind the scenes drama. I don't know why I feel like there may have been issues with paid, like people getting paid or payments on time. This is all alleged for YouTube entertainment purposes. I feel like there may have been issues with like once again like visions or visionary. Like this may have been an amalgamation of different people's visions that never were able to come to fruition. I feel like that's part of why we see her kind of like see her energy as different on stage. We have to keep in mind, even though she's a part of the final product, she's also a part of, in some way, shape, or form, or at least privy to what goes on in between to getting to the final product, the good and the bad. So I feel like all is and was not kosher in the process of this whole entire album and the entire era leading up to this tour. I do feel like in a large way this tour is the saving grace. Like it's like at least we have like let's at least use this tour as our last saving grace, last ditch effort to save this album and not make it a total flop, not make it be seen, in the lexicon of Beyonce as the time goes on and we look back at this era. It's like, let's use this tour as our last effort, to show, that it was a successful album, it was a successful era, despite whatever may have happened behind the scenes. Does that make sense? And Beyonce's that type of person to do that anyway. So to me, it does make sense, just based off the type of person she is. She never wants to see. She never wants y'all to see her break a sweat. She never wants y'all to see her like she doesn't know what she's doing. She's a Virgo through and through, right? And I think she's a Libra rising, or and maybe a Scorpio moon. I don't remember where I heard this from, but I heard this years ago, and I just always stuck with me because I'm a Libra moon, um, and a Virgo rising. So I always found that interesting is how she's like she's kind of almost the opposite of me. I'm a Capricorn sun. She's a Virgo sun. I'm a Virgo rising. She's a Libra rising. I'm a Libra moon. So I just found, and I can see similarities with like the perfectionist kind of streak with me and her. So I feel a kinship with, in terms of the astrology, but perfection can be a weakness, and people, we've been saying this about Beyonce for years now. You know, there's something where Beyonce is all about the final product. The final product has to be good. I don't care what we have to go through to get a polished final product, but we have to have a polished final product. Now I get something about the visuals. Like I keep getting the visuals. Like I feel like there were particular issues behind the scenes with the visuals. Like I feel like there may be visuals in the bank, and I feel like and I've seen some clips of the Beyonce tour or the Renaissance tour. It is a good tour actually. So it's I have to say it's a pretty good tour. It's different. It's a different vibe. But I remember sitting there watching it while I was in the middle of doing recorded readings. I was like, let me see what Beyonce's up to. Let me just get a vibe of what's going on with this concert. I don't have tickets or anything. But in my kind of research of figuring out what's going on with Beyonce, I was like, let me just look at a few songs. Let me skip through. Let me go from beginning, middle to end, and see what the vibe is. Child, I ended up almost watching the whole thing, honey. All right, it was a good concert, I have to say. But the visuals of this album, I almost feel like there were visuals in the bank. There were visuals filmed. I feel like some of the visuals may have been used in the tour, possibly. Whether it be literal visuals, you know how some artists, when they do their costume changes, they'll do like a visual or like a montage or almost like a short film kind of thing. I feel like if there are any of those kind of scenes in this Renaissance tour, some of those clips may have been actual clips from that were supposed to be used in her visuals, her music videos for the album. If not that, I feel like there's something about, once again, the visuals in terms of the aesthetics of the tour or her costumes. So if she ever comes out with visuals, don't be surprised if you see that, oh, she wore that costume in the Renaissance. She might have filmed it before Renaissance, and there was an issue or discrepancy somehow that acts the visuals, caused the visuals to not be released. I think there was an issue that caused the visuals to not be released. That's what I'm seeing. I'm going to stick to that. What the issue is, it's almost like the energy I get is that there may have been an issue with like them versus them. It's like maybe Beyonce's camp versus whoever she what's the word I want to use? Whoever she employed, for lack of better words, whoever she employed to do the music videos or to do the visuals for the album, there may have been an issue. Maybe that's what I was speaking about when there was like late payments and issues with payments or something like that. Maybe there was an issue. I'm also picking up that maybe there was an issue with Beyonce not liking how certain visuals came out for the music video. Because I feel like there's also something with I remember a lot of the songs on this album are a bit long, or not all of them, but some of the songs on this album are long. I feel like there's something about editing songs down. And I feel like that upset Beyonce. I feel like there were issues behind the scenes with these visuals, and that's why these visuals have not come out. Now, could they come out down the line? I feel like something could be leaked. Something or some things could be leaked. You know what though? She could do something prior to her coming to. I think right now she's touring in the Renaissance tour overseas. She could end up doing something special, and this may include visuals or her music videos. I'm not sure, but I do see her doing something special, possibly right before she starts her tour in America, or towards the beginning of her tour in America or in the States. So I don't know if she's gonna drop visuals or if she's gonna drop some sort of like new album coming and whatever. But there's something I feel like coming, like some sort of like new announcement that's gonna get people excited again and paying attention again. You know. And I feel like by the time she gets to America, a lot of these rumors, because Beyonce is the queen of tackling and dealing with rumors. She had the rumor with Blue. She handled that with grace. She handled that unscathed. With the folding belly. Allegedly, she had the rumor with whoever bit her in the ear or the face or whatever it was. That one unscathed. There's a rumor every darn year or every month about her and Jay-Z breaking up. She dealt with the rumors, during the breakup of Destiny's Child and going through all the members, only to get Destiny's 3, which was my favorite version of Destiny's Child. So she knows how to deal with rumors. She knows how to twist it on her head. She made the song Survivor. She knows how to twist it, and she knows how to deal with that. So I feel like she will address the rumors, but I feel like she's gonna do it on tour, on stage, or in a like theatric or creative kind of way. I don't know why I feel like there could be a new pregnancy. Or there could be something about Beyonce's pregnant again kind of thing. Or there's something like there could be like announcement of pregnancy, whether she's showing or not kind of thing. There could be rumors. But I feel like by the time she comes to the States with the Renaissance tour, she will have a little bit more fire, I feel. And I feel like there's something about the tour that could change a bit. Like, she usually does that. She goes overseas first, and then by the time she comes to the States, she's worked out the kinks with the tour. How long have we been on this? Oh, wow. We might have to switch to the cards because I don't want this to be that long. But I'm a Libra moon. I'm a Mercury in Sagittarius, Mars in Sagittarius. So y'all know I can just talk, 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 talk. So yeah, she's to be honest, and I'm gonna wrap this portion up, and then we'll get to the cards and see what the cards have to say. But I do feel like there's definitely something where Beyonce's kind of, she's kind of going through the motions. This was not her favorite album era to do. This was not her favorite album era release. There were a lot of issues behind the scenes. I feel like there were a lot of issues with people she employed, and I did hear something about her dancer Ashley that she's had for a few years. I didn't look into that, but I remember hearing murmurings of Ashley was no longer on the tour or something like that. She's no longer working with Ashley, so I'm wondering if Ashley, the dancer, was in that crossfires of once again issues behind the scenes with this era. I do feel like cuts had to be there cuts cost or cut cost. There were some things that had to be cut cost wise. All right, I'll say it that way. Um, and I just don't think this album or this era panned out the way Beyonce wanted it to, and you can see it in her face right there in this picture, right? For some reason, and I heard it at the beginning of the reading too. I keep hearing, "At last, my love has come along." Like I hear that, and I know she sang that song by Etta James, But I don't know. Has she sung that on the tour? She might bring that back if she hasn't sung that. I don't know why I hear that. Now I hear my lonely days are over. And life is like a storm. Yes, Beyonce. All right. Am I low key a Beyonce stan? I think I might low key be a Beyonce stan, but I like every now and then I might have to get my stan card relaminated because it's expired a couple, a month or a few years. Anyway, you get what I'm saying? All right, Spirit. What lasting messages do you have about Beyonce and what she's just going through right now, Spirit? I feel like she may be physically tired to a degree. Um, it's hard to keep up the same energy night after night, especially when you have real life, real world, a real life off stage to attend to. And she's a human, y'all. It's like she has a deadline and a clock in time just as we do, and she gets frustrated when she's not able to run all her errands or she's not able to get everything she needs to get done, and she had a bad day because the kids did this and that. Maybe Jay or this person got on her nerves, but she still got to go on stage. She still got to go on stage on time. She still got to perform, at whatever level. She's a human being. Her job just happens to be Beyonce. You know. And I think to the world, it's always been apparent to her and the people around her that this is just a job. This is not really who I am. I feel like behind the scenes, she just wants to chill, like, and be low key. She doesn't want to be bothered. She doesn't want people on her nerves to ask her a certain questions. Like, I feel like she's like that person, but we're now starting to see, oh, it's a job. You're just like us. You clock in, you do your job, you go home just like we do. You know? And that, I think that facade, she was good at hiding that facade. She was good at making it seem easy before and making it seem like it wasn't a job before. But now that she's getting older, now that real life is happening behind the scenes, and we lose people as we get older. We want to hold tight and closer to people as we get older. You know, so this is just the reality of the situation. No, this era was not her favorite era. And maybe no, every night she's not feeling it. But do you love everything you do when it comes to your work or job, or do you feel it every night, or every morning, or every whatever day, 9 to 5 it is when you do your job? I don't, and I know you don't either, right? So let's just give her a little bit of grace in that way. you know she's human. Okay. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and see what the cards have to say. We're black. I just really have one question. I want to know what's coming for Beyonce after the Renaissance tour, after the Renaissance era. Thank you for cleansing and clearing the energy of this deck when you pass reading in the name of the Mother, the Daughter, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. Amen, amen, amen. All right, what's coming up for Beyonce after the Renaissance tour is done and after the Renaissance era is done? What's next for Beyonce, Spirit? Four of Pentacles. I feel like she's gonna take her money and she's going to. I feel like she may actually go on vacation or something like that. Maybe one of the first things she does. She may also take her money and reinvest in something else as well. Six of Pentacles, money. She is gonna make a good amount of change, a good amount of money from this Renaissance tour. Don't get that twisted. All right. She is about her money. She is a Virgo, right? So if she's gonna make a pretty penny from this, Queen of Pentacles, this is her. Communication, intellect, the mind. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus with Gemini, female. What are they facing? Nine of Wands connected to family, home, and emotions. You know, I'm wondering if she would invest her money in having another child. Particularly if there's issues, if she wants to have another child, and particularly if there's issues with having another child naturally. All right. Five of Pentacles. Two of Swords shows up connected to work, job, daily routine. Seven of Cups shows up connected to one-on-one relationships. And the Two of Cups shows up connected to change, evolution, and growth. A collaboration could be coming in some way, shape, or form. It kind of gives me the same vibes as like when Lady Gaga teamed up with Tony Bennett. I think a collaboration would be a bad idea for her. Whether she does a collaboration album, a collaboration song. I mean, the last collaboration I can think of that was big for with Beyonce was Telephone with Lady Gaga, and that was huge. Which, by the way, we've never seen Gaga or Beyonce perform that live together. I mean, we've never seen Beyonce perform it live. Or I haven't. Six of Swords. I think she may take some time off and just relax. I get a Queen of Wands connected to the past, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, or Capricorn. King of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Aquarius, male. And I get the Ace of Cups connected to emotional fulfillment, spirituality, hidden strengths and weaknesses, life behind closed doors. I think something is coming. There could be something about the months of February or March, or within a year's time. It could be 12 weeks, 12 months from now, maybe 12 days, but definitely I feel 12 weeks, 12 months from now. There's something like new coming that's emotionally fulfilling for her. Or sometime after the Renaissance tour and era is done, I do see her moving on to something else. I feel like that's emotionally fulfilling, and that's it, and that's fits where she's at in her life right now. Like, unfortunately, I don't feel like, even though she's doing the Renaissance tour, I feel like spiritually, emotionally, maybe physically, she's not like she's not there. She's not fully present, and we can see that. That's very apparent, you know. But there's something where I see her moving from this onto something else where it's like it allows her to be more emotionally present and more fulfilled. All right. And if we see a change, she could have been very controlled during this Renaissance tour. So if we see a change with her after this tour, then we know that there was something off with this tour. Period. All right. All right. Or this era in general. I'm going to say this era and this tour in general. Let's pull a final card. What's the final card for Beyonce? I feel like falling in love. I'm in the mood to mess something up. I feel like falling in love. Yes, Beyonce. All right. Okay, this is a good one. This is connected to the number 18, so maybe the number 18 could be important for her. The next maybe 18 days, weeks, months, or the 18th could be important. It says intuition and insight. Intuition and insight. Your intuitive abilities are very accurate right now, so you can trust your guidance to lead you in the right direction. Follow your own insights over the advice of others, and don't allow fear or worry to guide your way. It may be best to keep your secrets to yourself for now. So she's got something under her sleeve. All right. And it's one thing to be secret, to the public, so there can be a surprise element there. But it's another thing to have to be secret with those you work with behind the scenes, such as your managers, certain people maybe you do business with, right? Where you've got to be secret even with them. So even though this tour may not be her fab favorite thing to be doing right now, know that she is cooking up something to fix it. All right. She knows something off. She's not clueless either, but she's contracted to do what she's got to do. But know that even though she knows something's off and she's still got to do it, she's clued in. All right. She's already a step ahead. Okay. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for allowing me to read for Beyonce. Thank you so much for trusting me. Thank you. If you would like your own reading, I am available. You can text me at 703-791-9162, or you can visit my website, lamartownsendtarot.com, or email me at lamartownsend@gmail.com or lamartownsendtarot.com, although I do check the lamartownsend@gmail.com email more often, so just keep that in mind. I love you all. I'll catch you all in the next video. Love and light. God bless, and keep in touch. Psychic with a T, the psychic with a T, that's me, that's me. The one with the T, the one with the T, that's me, that's me. When the planets align, spirit speaks on time, that's me, that's me. When the planets align, spirit speaks on time, that's me, that's me. When the trolls be gone, candle work be strong, that's me, that's me. When the trolls be gone, candle work be strong, that's me, that's me. I don't care what the others say, let's channel some energy today. I don't care what the others say, let's channel some energy today. Capricorn, Virgo, Libra strong, this tarot card reading about to be long. Capricorn, Virgo, Libra strong, this tarot card reading about to be long. Psychic with a T, the psychic with a T, that's me, that's me. The one with the T, the one with the T, that's me, that's me. When the planets align, spirit speaks on time, that's me, that's me. When the planets align, spirit speaks on time, that's me, that's me. When the trolls be gone, candle work be strong, that's me, that's me. When the trolls be gone, candle work be strong, that's me, that's me.